it doesn't look good, right? And also sometimes if you're in a big auditorium, the screen could be really high, and you could be on one side of the room and the screen could be on the other. So it's very hard for you to touch or point, and it would be to serve as a reminder and also the highlight of the things you want your audience to take notice, but you don't want to put the entire sentence on the screen. Okay, so other than that, I think it was good. The word is pronounced industry instead of industry, so the stress should be on the first syllable. Also make sure you stress the important words. For example, in your script, when you talk about the change in government policy, you're talking about the reasons, right? Only you know as a speaker. So when you're saying that, you have to make environment in Taipei is over $26 million.
All of the Chinese people pay $1 is not enough to buy a 3-bedroom apartment in Taipei.
So which means even everyone chip in $1, all Chinese people, each person chip in $1, you still won't be able to afford a 3-bedroom apartment in Taipei. Oh, that's so sad. Good. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, good. Yes, because we
great and also can help each other when someone forgot about their content.
Yes. Okay. Good teamwork, right?
Okay. For this one, you put a emoji on the greeting, the comment, and as a representative from Buddhist, maybe it's kind of unreasonable to.
I think that he's getting too much forward because I cannot see this one. So,
Oh, when she was delivering her speech.
yeah, so I think when the audience has to speak,
Right.
and make sure the audience can whether can see the slides.
Right. So don't block your audience. Make
I love Ben's presentation because she tried to stand out instead of being there.
Yeah.
And
Right. Combine
she
yourself.
tried to use a confident way to start her presentation.
Yes. Okay. Good. Okay.
I think the overall group did very good job,
Mhm.
and especially Vicky, I really like her presentation style, and
Why?
because when she's speaking, she will have her pauses,
Okay.
and then the audience to understand what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think that is very good.
Yeah, and a very good pace too.
Yes.
Yes. Not too fast, not too slow. Okay. Very good. Thank you. I like your company introduction, especially how you stress the important words, and also the eye contact is pretty good too. And you look very relaxed. I don't know if it's true, but at least you appear to be very relaxed and not nervous. I think that's very important, right? You can be very nervous inside, but when you're talking, always they say fake it till you make it, right? You always have to fake it to be confident. Eventually you'll be confident, right?
For others,
Uh-huh.
especially for Vicky. Vicky was the first one to go to the other side of the slide to
Yes.
present.
Right.
Very confident.
Yes, okay, I agree. Thank you. Very good. Also, make sure you stress the important words. For example, in your script, when you talk about the change in government policy, you're talking about the reasons, right? Only you know as a speaker. So when you're saying that, you have to make sure you say it louder and then stress it, so your audience know very clearly what you want to tell them. Okay.
Help them as soon as possible. And also, I like Ryan's presentation that use arrow, so maybe I can learn next time.
Oh, okay, yeah. You can always learn from your peers, right? Okay, very good.
So nervous, probably it's because they are the first group. So they are too nervous. But
Okay.
I'm sure they definitely prepare very well.
Right, and then maybe before maybe the presentation starts, make sure you know how to use the presenter, right? Okay, good.
It's very much of speaker, and I like Ethan's slide because he used animation arrow to make a
yes, I think that the animation definitely helped with the understanding of this group. Okay, good. You said that most of our employees has a college degree. So why? And why? Also, why is it important that you require a college degree for your workforce? So maybe tell us some reasons. This is your audience to see the chart for the first time. You probably know the chart very well, but for your audience, these are all new. Take a look at these. Okay, all the chart lines and things like that. It could be a little bit overwhelming for your students. So maybe talk about the legend a little bit. Okay, you may not want to talk about everything because you only want to focus on Gen Z, right? And then also maybe you touched on a little bit on millennials. So maybe just tell us these two, right? And such a topic is a difficult topic because it's ever evolving every day, right? So I can see that the data is very up to date, and then the analysis. So I thought you must spend a lot of time working on this project. So we'll have a transition. Make sure you stay on this page before you show them this radar chart. And this one, I do have a problem. I think you have all these items. You only focus on the first one, and you have another 50 seconds. So I will maybe talk company, or is it what's the source, right? And also, was it done in Taiwan, or is it globally? That makes a difference, right? And also, what are the age groups of the audience? Because it seems to me, there's people my age taking the survey. I will probably definitely choose the dairy zone, but I think maybe the younger generation would choose plant-based. So there's a difference. You need to tell your audience who took the survey. Okay, so everyone, not just Tina. Okay, if you for your next presentation, if you have a survey, you talk about survey. 5 gigabytes. No. Instead, what did they say? What's their slogan? You should know. We talked about that last semester. Very good. Yes. 1,000 songs in your pocket. Right. Who cares about 5 gigabytes? Do you know how? Is the most important. Anyone? Okay, let's go from this side and see who gets it right. 3,900 offices in 67 countries. Very good. That shows the size and the scale of the company. But no.
The world's largest. Okay.
The world's one, yeah.
Our machine has the highest power efficiency and the best performance on the market. I'm looking forward to taking your order.
Good. So action. Very good. Taking your order.
While you're waiting for it, throw away your vitamins and start getting our nutrition through our energy drink.
Very good. So where is the action?
Throw away your vitamin and vitamins.
Yes. Very good. Throw away. Start getting your nutrition. Right? Good. Number 2. And make you slimmer. Okay. Okay. Yes. Make you look thinner or something. Okay. I like it. Again, slimmer or thinner, slenderer. It's still a little bit vague, right? Everyone's standard of being slender is different. Make you lose weight. Yeah, very good. Again. Speaking in front of a group of people, yes, you have an audience. And then information to the audience. Okay, very good. So you have information, you have audience member.
Yeah.
At the end, very good. Why?
Too many people.
What's that?
Too many people.
Right, too many people. If you allow them to ask questions at any time, then it will be very chaotic. So when you have a big group of people, listeners, make sure you tell them to ask hold their questions till toward the end of the presentation. On the other hand, if you have a small group of audience, then you can, to create the intimacy, you can say, feel free to ask me questions at any time. Right? Okay, so now we have 10 scenarios.
Use headings.
Use headings, okay, good. Number 2.
Typing rules.
Follow formal typing rules. Well, I like it because use is the verb. Follow also a verb. So you start your with verbs. Okay, good. Number 3.
Paying attention to the layout.
Pay attention. How about pay attention? Instead of pay attention to the layout. Yes, you can get rid of the 2. Okay, good. Number 4.
And use animation.
Use animation.
And
Okay.
the rest that we will talk about oral.
Oral. Yes, very good. Yes, there are many ways to do it. You can say you want to say. Sometimes don't forget your visual aids also serves as a way to help you recall your script. So do you think you can do that? Only one word? No, you can definitely do that, no problem.
In this case, I think that's okay.
Okay, yes, because it doesn't seem pretty difficult. Okay, good. What about others?
Representing EVA Airways Corporation. Our company ranks 11th in the world's best airlines for 2025. And our future plan is expand fleet, improve service, and add new routes.
I like rule of 3 here, and I like how updated the data are. Right, it's 2025. So make sure you stress the first word: expand, improve, add. Right? Okay, good, very good. I like it. I like how.
2022, and our company believe that what you see is not design, but life.
Very good. But more than 100 awards, not rewards. Awards. 得奖 awards. Good. And then so here you can say what you see is not design, but life. You want to focus on design and then slow down, but life. This is the key one. So how you say not? Don't say
80 fleet, 100, 11,300 employees and more than 150 flights passed.
Right, that's very good. But this number is a little bit long, hard for you to pronounce, right? So how can you make it better? Maybe round it up. You can say over 11,000. That's it. Instead of, you know what I mean? Make it easier to say. You don't have to say the specific numbers, right? Yeah, 11. Okay. So that's first page, the beginning. Okay. And what about second page? Remember, I said conclusion doesn't count as main point. So 4 parts. How about thanking the audience? You can say thank you for VING. So you can say thank you for attending this session. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Right? So thank you for VING. Then briefly introduce yourself. Sentence pattern. I am your name, representing your company's name. I am Rick Fan, representing the GISCO. Very easy, right? Then you can introduce people. Just say distinguished guests. Okay? Or you can say Director Yang, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you greet them. Okay? So after you greet them, what do? You thank them, right? Okay? Thank you for being here. or you can say, thank you for, okay? So let's very quickly take a look at the cover page. Okay, so for your presentation, this should be how your cover page looks like. You should have a topic, right? The title of your speech. And make sure you pay attention to categorization. I'll talk about that later. That sounds very mechanical, right? So you can maybe change a little bit. Before I start, I'd like to give you an overview of the presentation. Today I have 3 main points. First, next, and finally. So you don't have to do first, second, third. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So if you put everything together, you can say, for example, I divided a speech. Okay, okay. Yeah, you can do that the following before you even talk about your topic. So you virtual terms. Okay, so next time when you announce your topic, don't just always say topic of my presentation. Think about what your audience want to get from you. Okay, and from their perspective, then you're going to thank them. Number 3, you're gonna briefly introduce yourself. Number 4, introduce your company. Okay, 4 steps. So we're gonna start practicing that when you come back. Okay, so it's important to know what company or what position you want. Okay, so that's your assignment for this week. Do you have any question? Should be very easy, right? Okay, just do the worksheet. Again, you're forcing your audience to read through the script. How can you transform this chart to a chart that your audience can understand? Anyone? Or these are words, right? What charts that you have learned from last week and the week before can better represent the information? So think about the charts that you learned. You learned pie charts, bar charts, line charts, process charts, cycle diagram, pyramid diagram. All these different other diagrams, right? Which will best represent the information on the screen? Pyramid diagram. Good guess, but no. Why not? And how can you improve? Anyone? Too many colors, right? The color, the background color interferes with the chart. Good. Any other things that you can change to make it better? Right, useless and related. This semester. Okay, and also transitions. Remember what is transition? Yes? Remember how you connect one point to the other? And also from maybe one slide to the other. From one main point to the other. Okay, so your ability to explain charts using 3 steps and transitions. What about the topic? Anything as long as it's business related, it's okay. Either first as a presenter or second as an audience member. Okay, so let's take a look at what you should do if you are a presenter. Okay, so these are the requirements for you as a presenter. First, presentation. Okay, so I'm going to time you, so when you hear the beep, make sure you get ready to wrap up your speech. 4-minute presentation, okay? And the focus will be on charts. So don't spend too much time talking about yourself, topic, introduction, conclusion. Those are not necessary, okay? The most important part is your ability to explain charts, okay? And you should have 3 to 6 charts containing 2 or more tabs, right? The first round of our final presentation. Are you excited? Okay, so just a few reminders. The length of the speech is 8 minutes, okay? And as you can see, I have a timer and a bell over there, right? And then so the first bell rings at the 8th minute. Okay, so when you hear the first bell, that means you're safe, you can keep going, but make sure you get ready to wrap up your speech. And the second bell rings at the 9-minute mark. So upon hearing the second bell, you should stop your presentation and get ready to conduct your Q&A session. Okay, don't confine yourself to the podium. Okay, so move away from your slide or the podium, right? And then you can slowly move around. And sometimes, you you can maybe approach your audience, but not too close, right? Because that will make them feel nervous, especially if they don't know you. Okay, so you can just walk around. Don't pace. Don't do this. Not very fast. Okay, slowly moving from this side. Talk about this. Move to this side. Around this area. And I want you to watch very closely and tell me what impresses you the most in this video clip. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. So what impresses you the most in the video?
After a few failed prototypes, I finally came up with this, the lifesaver bottle. Okay, now for the song.
You can see how she answered that, okay?
Because I've been doing million auditions, and the same thing happens every time, where I get interrupted because someone wants to get a sandwich, or I'm crying and they start laughing, or there's people sitting in the waiting.
So palms up, palms up. So this is a very welcoming and confident gesture, okay? So always, you can see, these are three, right? Y and D. So always open posture, okay? That shows your different learning styles in his presentation, okay?
Shows the actual printer. And this actually shows that printing. In fact, we actually have the printer right here. So while we've been talking.
If you don't know what to do with your arms, just hang them on both sides of your body, okay? Don't really need to do too much. Don't point at your audience, that's a very offensive gesture, right? And don't cross your arms. Yeah, if you talk like this, or wring your hands, that shows your nerves, right? So don't do it. Today I'm going to talk about, always open to use the wireless presenter. There is a pointer in the middle. So you're gonna use the pointer, okay? So you can say this line graph shows the severity of the obesity problem in the United States. The statistics are obtained from data 360. Step one, okay? Step two, you're gonna describe and explain the visual. You're gonna say the x-axis represents the year from 1990 to 2007. While you're saying it, you move your pointer, okay? And make sure you don't spin. From 1990 to no, don't do that. Hold steady for 2 seconds. From 1990 to 2007. That's how you do it, okay? And then, Lisa, would you like to give it a try? Don't say that, unfortunately. Okay.
Okay, so why I
Yeah, so just briefly describe this overview game.
It's my overview. First, I'll talk about the evidence. Then I'll talk about causes. Third, I'll talk about effects. Finally, I'll talk about the solutions.
Of climate change, right? Okay, yeah, you can do that. That's a very concise way of doing it, which is fine. It means learners learn best when they can do something. They can be hands-on doing something, or they watch a demonstration. Okay, so the first one and the second one, it's pretty easy to incorporate those elements. For example, you can, while you're doing your presentation, you can play video. How many years? Something like that, very briefly, talk about that. And then, if the speaker is from out of town, then you can say, this one is from Canada, or from Canada, right? are adjectives to make the speaker sound better, okay? And then to make the audience feel excited, right? So, for example, if you say, she is or he is a history professor at another university, it doesn't sound very good. But you say, she is a prolific history professor at another university, it sounds a lot better. What is
So I don't actually know what's the connection between talking today and movement, because I know movement is a brand sound like clothes or something that we are talking about fitness.
So what's the connection between your speech and your company's general education product?
Because we also sell yoga mats or some fitness equipment. So as a marketing analyst, I think we can cooperate with some gyms to launch some new apps or
the educational background, and then you jump into a totally different topic. So maybe give us some transition. Okay, maybe just one sentence to link these two main points together. Okay, so from this one to this one, it's a little bit related, so that's fine. Comprehensive income. Usually when we talk about company, we don't use income. Income usually means personal income, right? So what would be a better word for a company's income? We can say company revenue. So revenue would be a better word. The audience says, I have a question about the part where you talked about. So be very specific, audience members. When you ask questions, be very specific as to which part that you have a question, right? Could you elaborate on that? Okay, and then the speaker can say, sure, maybe explain more. What I meant was, and then more specifically, and toward the end, the speaker can say, did I answer your question just to make sure? And then the audience members will say, yes, thank you. So, let's be very professional, right, for our presentation.
Please join me in welcoming today's speaker, Mr. William Chen.
Good morning, everyone. I'm William Chen, and let's get started.
It will be very informative and thought-provoking. Now, please join me and welcome Ms. Cindy Zhang.
My name is Cindy Zhang, and I'm an investment consultant at eFinance. Fred is honored to introduce one of his latest achievements, Alarm, from why it was created to how it works and what makes it stand out. So Fred is going to introduce us as we go. So without further ado, please welcome Fred Huang to the stage.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fred Huang, and I'm the product.
And the PhD products, like your average soda bottles, can take 450 years, and the final one, plastic straw, a shocking 1,000 years to fully break down. And
Over half of consumers said they would purchase sustainable products, though they still use conventional ones. Around 30% try to buy them as much as possible, and over 7% said they only buy sustainable products. On the other hand, just 6.3% said they don't care about sustainability at all.
Created by accident. Its success is built on three core strengths. First, everyday low prices, or EDLP. Volvo doesn't rely on short-term discounts. It keeps prices consistently low to earn customer trust.
Recycled. One specific metric stands out. This chart shows the percentage of packaging made from recycled materials between 2019 and 2024. It gives us a
Into 4 parts. First, impact on marine life. Second, ecosystem.
and third, humor, and last, I will talk about economy and also make a small contribution.
This presentation will be divided into 4 parts, which is the demand and role of organization, the job responsibilities,
and longer bread has a natural and sweet flavor. As for season, natural bread is a summer limited product. And on the other hand, longer bread is available all year round. Finally, our target customers, natural bread.
same function, but Dove, simple and clean. The Body Shop, natural inspired, and a little bit trendy. And then let's walk into a little bit luxury right now. L'Occitane, French, elegance. It's like a gift you'll give to your girlfriend in Valentine's Day. And then Aesop, $1,100.
Market growth from the year 2020 to the year 2025. There has been a steady increase. However, notice a steep rise from 2023. That's when generative AI tools like ChatGPT exploded in popularity. And this is just the beginning to what I call the Big Bang of AI. By this year in 2020,
So there are many physical stores in the US and Canada, but in Asia it's not too open physical stores. So for example, in Taiwan there are not physical stores, but you can shop online.
Yes, we have Uber One, and it is $120 a month. You can use credit card, and also Line Pay and Jieko.
I want to know what kind of recycled material that your friends use to making the package, your product package.
As time we will recycle the empty bottle from our customers and remake it to
what they need to know, what they need to do for a certain role.
I would say it's a combination, but our localization specialist will focus more on the cultural understanding.
so as the previous slides, there are jobs like prompt engineers. It's like they tell you like how to tell AI to work by inserting prompts, by entering prompts.
Each ESOP store has a unique style, but what's the reason behind that strategy?
Because our creator, she really wants to make every store different, and she wants to collect the feature of every city. So that people, when they walk inside the store, they're, oh, I'm in Rome, I'm in Italy, I'm in Taiwan, something like that. And then people will remember the story. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Actually, to deal with this problem.
Okay, so for example, SOW right now is conducting some kind of beach cleaning, so it would